What is it that is greater than God, more evil than the devil, that a blind man can see and a deaf man can hear, and if you eat it, you will die? Astonishing. A card that a friend gave me about 20 years ago, and I was astonished. And he did invite me to, for the answer, look at the back. So I turned it over, and that, he said, was the answer. Of course, nothing. Nothing is greater than God. Nothing more evil than the devil. A blind man can see nothing, a deaf man can hear nothing, and if you eat nothing, you will starve. Yes, you will die. So that's the subject of this little collection. Nothing items, nothing novelties, and there's a lot of fun in it. The first one I ever got, I think, was a book called All That Men Know About Women, and there's lots and lots of blurb on it to sort of excite you before you turn the pages. What do men know about women? Well, you've got the answer in your mind already. Blank pages, and there's many books like this which have played on nothing for pages. Wonderful idea. A rather cleverer one is this one here, which says, for the person who has nothing, here's something to keep it in. There's a little box. It's got nice little hinges at the back, and it looks as though it's going to be something quite interesting inside. What could be inside a box that's for somebody who has nothing? Something to keep it in. What a lovely idea. No hole, no capacity, no room for anything, but nothing. That's what you keep it in. Very nice little double take that. That really caught me out. Here's a strange one, an interesting box which is quality tested for weeks of family fun, etc., etc., etc. And inside, when we open it up, something very strange. Just batteries. What a lovely inversion. They always say batteries not included. Well, this is gift not included. There's the batteries and nothing else. Very clever little inversion. I like things like that. Take the obvious and turn it upside down and see if you get a good joke out of it. Many years ago, the Americans came up with the idea of donut holes, just a hole that surrounds a donut, and then sold them as a separate item. And Polo, which is an English company, makes something rather like Lifesavers, and they did the same thing a few years ago. They made little Polo holes, and inside the box when you open them were these little pieces which are exactly the size of a hole in a polo suite. Lovely idea. So this is about the only thing in my nothing collection which I can actually enjoy. It is something, but it's actually the hole that was cut out of a polo. Well, that's the idea that they try to pretend. It's quite a nice little sweet idea, that. So polo holes, just the holes. Lots of people get onto the old can with air idea, and there's two French ones and the German one and the English one here. All of them have the same idea. It's all the fun is in the reading, where this one is called Air of Paris, Air de Paris, a bit like a sardine can. Open it up, of course, there'll be nothing inside, and that's the idea. And the same thing with this one here. I actually have opened this one and to show there's nothing in there, whatever. It's a French one from Sea Air, they call it. Even one for Berlin Air, which I found when I was in a novelty shop in Berlin a few years ago. And of course my favourite one, because it's my local city, is London. Well, not London Air so much, it's London Fog and Rain. There's probably air in there as well. I did have a version of this many years ago, which when I finally opened it up, dying of curiosity what they put inside it, a few little beads of dirty water, which was a very nice touch, because that meant it was fog and rain had been put into it, or London smog probably, and it had condensed into little beads of dirty water. I love that. So canned London Fog and Rain, and air and air and air. Wonderful stuff. Here's something which is unashamedly nothing. There's nothing in there at all, and you're buying something for, well, you've got to pay quite a bit of money for this one. It's really surprising. But the idea is to be able to pass it to a friend, and you say you're giving them the gift of nothing, absolutely nothing, the ultimate in minimalism, I suppose. They also suggest that if you do find something inside, well, you must return it for a refund, because it should have nothing in there, nothing but nothing. A lot of jokes around that theme, I like that. But this is unashamedly a gift of nothing for you to discover. And the last one, which came from Harlequin Geschenk, is a little carrier with a hole in it. Well, this is a hole for carrying nothing in it. Your collection of nothings can fit in there, of course, and this is a portable hole. A portable thing for carrying all your nothing items. Everyone should have one of these, I feel. Nothing amuses me more than collecting nothing items. you.